Hello, Glitch Reaper here again, and I decided it was time to do another mod review. This one is for Dr. Cyano's wonderful wands and wizarding robes. Now, I'm gonna be mostly demonstrating the wands at this time. You may or may not have seen a lot of the wizarding robes on my Solitary Craft series, mostly lining my wall. They mainly are just kind of light armor, kind of like, leather, except they come in like different colors and they're made from wool, so it's nice. I might show those off later if I've got time. I don't know. There's also a couple of the armor pieces that's actually very special, and I'll probably show that off later too. Uh, oh, the combos that can allow for is just kind of ridiculous. At least I believe that's in with the wands. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's in this version. But on other news, this will be the last one that he does himself. It's gone open source. Like, he's basically said anybody else can continue it. But from now on, he's probably not going to be updating it himself, so this will be the last time. And these little lights here also come from the mod. So, speaking of which, let's sort of get into that little detection. It says unnamed, but technically it's basically known as a mage light. And this happens due to the effects of certain very specific wands. And here's a pretty long list of wands. I mean, seriously, if you can't find a good wand from this mod, you are totally not looking hard enough. It's got a lot of options. Now, we start off with the non-magical wand. It's pretty much just what it says. It's a non-magical wand. It doesn't do anything. It just looks kind of nice. It's just made with some gold nuggets and a stick, so it'd be good for just thematically holding a wand, saying, "Ah, I've got a wand." so, it's not a wand that really does much. It's just there. And no, it's not used to craft the others like you'd kind of expect. Instead, the others each have their own independent crafting recipe, and I do believe I need to do weather clear again. Boing. There you go. Thank you. Thank you. I toggled downfall before. Big mistake. It was just going to start up right afterwards. Anyhow, now there's all sorts of them. I don't have them in too much of a specific order in terms of how easy you can get a hold of them, because yeah, that may vary. But anyhow, let's show what some of these do. Here's the Wand of Death. This thing is fairly offensive. And by the way, all of these have durability normally in survival, so please mind that. Most of them it's at 64, but there are a few that is higher. So this requires gold nugget, stick, an emerald, and 2 wither skeleton skulls. Now remember the central recipe here for most of the magical ones. It's usually the same except a couple items to the side or for the special theme of the wand. Now, the thing is, the Wand of Death, this thing is death. Oh, you poor chickens. You're probably gonna... Well, I need a bigger target. I need something that's heftier. I mean, this is a combat-orientated wand here. I need something a bit bigger, so let me pop up a witch or something. Huh. Here's a thought. These have pretty good amount of HP. Can I kill you by hitting you with this way? Well, that shows exactly how powerful this is. It creates a wither skeleton skull, rather a wither skull, just like the wither would. And it, in fact, also has some explosive power like the wither would. Although I believe it actually has a higher blast power than the wither itself, because normally they don't deal this much damage. So, you actually have a wand that makes you worse than the wither in terms of your damage, and yes, it will wither your enemies. So, what that means is, you hit them like that, you put this nice little hole in the ground that you may or may not have to repair. I'm just doing this because, while I'm talking, I like to repair holes. So, funny how that works. Here we go. But yeah, that is the Wand of Death. And you could... I'm sorry, Squid, I just have to... But yeah, you just hold the wand for a little while, and it fires. Ooh, I missed one and hit one tangentially. There you go. A one-shotting squid. I know some people that would be awfully proud of this wand. As I said, they're very useful. And we have the Wand of Fire. You could imagine what this little baby does here. And it uses fire charges as its key ingredient. And yes, it shoots a fireball. So, yeah, in fact, I'm kind of curious the blast radius. I'm probably going to just do this right over where the last one was. No, it's not actually as big as the Wand of Death. Seeing how it's a gas fireball and they normally have higher blast power, I would have thought it would be the other way around. But unfortunately, that does not seem to be the case here. I don't know why exactly, it just is. Okay, so just special note on that, if you want a wand with higher blast power and you have some Wither Skeleton Skulls to use, go with the Wand of Death over the Wand of Fire, although the Wand of Fire will burn things. I mean, it's the Wand of Fire, it's kind of in the name. Now, the next one is the Wand of Growth. This one uses bones as its key ingredient. And the reason why is because it acts like, well, bone meal. Wow, one of these lights really went some pretty good distance. I'll show you why afterwards, and ironically, if it's not night again, I'll have to turn it back on. Okay. But yeah, basically it works, just like bone meal. Just click around on grass, grow it. Click on grass again to grow it taller, just like regular bone meal. Click on saplings. Whatever you need for your bone meal needs, it will do it, because it just acts like repeated bone meal. Now, also remember there are mods that help you repair items in general, and may help you maintain your wands. Now, this is one of them with a higher amount of durability and usage, because you can imagine needing to farm a lot, and so I can see exactly why. Now, here's the Wand of Harvesting. It uses shears. You can kind of imagine why. Because this thing will harvest plants. But not harvest, it just eradicates them. So it's like, it's used for clearing the area. But you will get drops, as you just saw there. That was pretty good timing, actually. So it's used for, like, land clearing and stuff. And if you have actual crops, and, don't mind that, that's not due to a wand, that's due to my boots. I have frostwalkers on. But anyhow. In fact, let's sort of combo this, because this is some, the Wand of Harvesting. I have seeds, and I can actually just go back here and just grab the wand from my menu. I don't have to worry about that. Okay, now I just need to till a little bit of soil and show that you can harvest this very, very quickly. So let me grab myself a hoe. Okay, so I'm just going to put these seeds here, accelerate their growth with the Wand of Growth. Sorry. And harvest them very quickly. There you go. So it just clears plants as if you broke them by hand. It doesn't silk touch them or anything, it just works very, very quickly. And you could, again, imagine what a combo that makes. But the Wand of Harvesting, like the Wand of Growth, has a very high durability compared to the others. Basically just double at 128. So it can help you for a while before you either have to recraft one or specially fix it. Now, after this, we have the Wand of Mining. The Wand of Mining has a lot of durability, although it uses golden pickaxes, which are very much known for not having much durability. Now, oh, you could imagine that. But yeah, what it does is it mines. Just click with it, it mines. One thing I like about this mod is it works whether you're in creative or not. So if I'm just showing these off, I do not have to be in survival because they will work the same way, except they don't use durability. So yeah, that's basically what it does. It lets you mine blocks very, very fast. So it's just like, oh, yeah, have this block in your way. Now, I do believe it mines, well, a lot of these are configurable, but not as much as some other mods. I think you can configure the mining level of that, but I do know for a fact you can mine iron blocks. I don't believe it will mine obsidian. Although I can test that very quickly, just with building blocks. Well, let's just put a little gold, a little iron. Well, actually that's ours. So let me see here. Let me just put in a little diamond ore, piece of obsidian. I don't need that anymore, so I have no idea why I'm lugging that around. But yeah, here we have just our typical high-level ores and obsidian. So you can see that this can't mine obsidian because I just clicked on it. And it won't mine diamond either, so it basically mines up to iron. So there's your quick proof. and you don't need to worry about that too terribly much more. Although I get... No, never mind. It's good. It's good. It showed itself very well. Thank you, wand. So yeah, that's all sorts of magic there. And now I'm pondering whether or not I needed to show this off earlier. Because this is the Wand of Healing. I note it doesn't have too much durability, because it's one that basically just goes in general. It uses gas tears as its key ingredient. And what does it do? Wait a moment. Why aren't you doing that? Normally this works. Is it working differently than it used to? Well, this is 1.10.2. This used to throw out, healing potions. Maybe it gives you healing status directly now? Okay, I've got to test this out by doing a quick little game change here. This ought to be enough to not kill me, but... Wrong button. Okay. Yeah, it does give you a quick surge of healing now directly. It used to be usable on other mobs, and that was actually really useful, like if you needed to repair an iron golem or something. But apparently that code has definitely been changed, and now it is direct healing. What is it with me and the button suddenly? I was doing fine before. What the button? But anyhow, as you could imagine that being useful. Now it gives you regeneration rather than throwing out healing potions. I kind of liked it the other way because you could, again, heal your golems and stuff, which may be a little hard to do otherwise. So it's like, poink, heal you, heal you, heal you. Or other NPCs if you needed them. The Wand of Freezing. Now this one uses snowballs. However, you'll probably... Oh wait, I need to take off my Frostwalker boots to really demonstrate this, because otherwise this is going to kind of get a little confused. But you could kind of imagine what something with freezing in the name does. Now, that's an extra little effect. It will actually pile up the snow quickly. So I've got even like different heights of snow, and it will freeze water. Although apparently it has a hard time with putting snow on water. It just flashes the snow quickly on top of it. It's kind of interesting. But either way, you can get tons and tons of ice and snow. Just regular ice, not packed ice. Just saying. Just saying. You need another mod if you're going to be crafting that quickly, or obtaining it quickly. So that is the Wand of Freezing. Also note it does have a high durability at 256, so it's very nice. Here is the Wand of Teleportation. This thing uses Eyes of Ender. You'd think it'd be Ender Pearls because of how it works. Whee! It teleports you very quickly. So wherever you point. I don't know how much of a limit this has. Well, actually, I can deduce that very quickly. Ding! Yeah, that's right. The old XYZ approach. Now let me see. Where are some of the last points that I was? Okay, let's say that I find a spot where I can move just one of these at a time. Because there's always an angle where you can move just the X or the... I gotta do this exactly. Okay, now I'm pretty stable on my... Well, I was for a moment on my Z. Okay, let's see how much X I change in one hurry. Looks like it goes over 100 blocks. That's actually pretty good. Okay, I'm back. See how quickly you can get around with this thing? Now, it has regular durability in terms of wands, so just be mindful of that. So you'll probably use it up pretty quickly. But for over 100 block length, that's pretty fair. I mean, it's definitely not the shortest teleport I've seen. So yeah. Here's the Wand of Levitation. Its key ingredient is feathers. Because, you know, light. What it does, and I can tell I'm actually about to time this just right for no particular reason. Also, that light just wound up there on its own. Again, I'm about to show you why. But this just, you're glowing and you're levitating. Also, I found out with the other wand quite suddenly that whenever you're healing, you're also glowing. I guess it's showing that you're magic. Okay, let's see the majestic nature of this. I gotta see this the way it's been intended. Oh. Okay, that was cool. Kind of. I can see that being really useful in 1.10 because of the Elytra. I mean, could you imagine? You just fly up really, really high. Although with 64 durability, you kind of have to really plan that. But you just fly up really, really high, and then use your wings to just glide. That would be just awesome. Now, here's the Wand of Light. It has to do with these mage lights, too. It has a lot of durability, and it uses torches. Now, what you do is you just place these little mage lights. It's just a very quick way to do that, and these are fairly luminous. They're, you know, like a torch or something like that, and you could tell that they are actually... I do believe they are incorporeal. Nope. You can yep, you can walk right through them. They are incorporeal just like a torch. So therefore, you can't stand on these. They will not help you with a platform. The Wand of Darkness Bane can be considered an upgraded version of that. Now, it uses redstone lamps, which is somewhat more expensive than your normal torch, but the special effect of which is actually really cool. Like, you could tell this area is terribly unlit right now. And just out of random chance, it decided to be night at that time. Well, not really random, you know timing. But anyhow, watch these. These are cool. These little entities go out, and they find dark places, and they place a mage light right there. So I could light up a good portion of the world with this thing really fast. So it's kind of like a ranged light. You've seen those in other magic mods? Well, this totally does it just with a magic wand. And the way they just pathfind is interesting. They actively seek darkness. And whenever they find a spot dark enough, they'll deposit a mage light. Although it looks like these two just want to dance for some reason. That was random. Are you related to that golem I saw doing that? Are you breakdancing lights? What's going on? I mean, really? Okay, I guess they timed out. I did not know that they had a timer, although I can sort of see why, because you wouldn't want them to do this forever. Because, you know, you'd have an interesting build-up, and if they're stuck, then they're stuck. So you know how that would go. They'd just be going around everywhere. Okay, so I guess that's not exactly the the thing I'd have to worry about too much. Now, again, remember those have a durability of only 64, so they're not as many as those. So you can't, instead of, you know, because it's firing off a whole cluster of them, so you could sort of imagine why it has less durability. This is sort of the big version. Now we have the Wand of Storms. It has gray wool as its key ingredient, which is oddly easy to find. So, yeah, and I saw an enemy a while back. Oh yeah, there you are. Oh, you'd be more of a target. Oh, barely missed hitting him directly. Yep, that's what it does. Lightning! Anybody want to see a fried zombie? How about a thunderstruck spider? And then, of course. And for your other lightning needs. Oh, of course, whenever they burn, they teleport everywhere. But, hey, if you really want to get Endermen out of your way, why not? So, yeah, it's like, bang, go away, Enderman. I was about to say donkey. Sorry, the Shrek reference is very hard to resist. It really is. But yeah, the Wand of Storms, it makes lightning just appear where you aim it. So you could imagine that being super powerful. Now here we have the Wand of Lightning. It uses diamonds as its key ingredient, and since there are enemies already over in that area, I guess I'm just going to go over and continue this streak. This one's extra cool. It doesn't just do, like, lightning strikes, it has its own effect. Yeah, that's right, it's a lightning beam. Fry spiders. Oh, this is when I wish I had fantastic food installed right now and have fried spider legs. It's pretty hard, too. I mean, 8 damage initially, plus burning. I mean, they're just toast. Yeah, that's pretty powerful. Now, as you can imagine, it also clears Enderman. Bye, Enderman. You're gone. So the Enderman is now in a lot of pain. So yeah, I just struck him with a lightning beam, so I'd say that definitely says things. I mean, it's kind of like saying to the Guardians, hey, how would you like it? Zap! So yeah, that's definitely cool. And now we have a few that build. We have the Wand of Bridging, the Wand of Climbing, the Wand of Webbing. And so this is the Wand of Bridging. This thing's actually kind of expensive because you need blocks of iron. Yeah, iron. But this is kind of cool. So just hold for a moment. Or do I have to tap the block on the side now? Huh. Okay. That's fair enough. Maybe I have to stand on it. Oh, I can aim straight down. I don't have to aim at the side. But you can see it makes this huge bridge out of cobblestone. I mean, you don't actually... And you can aim at the sides of other blocks, so that's cool. So you can extend these huge structures very, very quickly. And it goes on for quite some distance. I mean, it's the Wand of Bridging. You make a really big bridge. And I don't know if that's quite worth the blocks of iron in terms of how much cobblestone you get, but then again, it could be. I mean, if you really need to just build a large bridge really fast, this is very, very convenient. So that is the Wand of Bridging. It makes a bridge really, really fast. Now here's the Wand of Climbing. This one you gotta get some vines. May not be the most easy ingredient to find unless you got a few mods that help you out. But it does it in a very interesting way, and for that I will have to do a quick build towards the sky to demonstrate this. Because I don't know how far this can go up. Seriously. This will help you climb in a very interesting way. And it literally makes vines go straight up from the block that you're originally targeting. So I'm going to go to the sky and just see how far up it goes. Because the last time I used this thing, I kind of had a confined space. So I don't know how far up it can actually go. So this testing, luckily I can fly, so I can just keep going up and up and up until I hit the build limit, because I am not sure what this thing's range limit is. Oops, I stopped flying. So, yes, I am building to the sky on purpose. This is just to see just how far up this thing can really go. Of course, the problem is whenever you outpace your blocks. Okay, there's the build limit. So let's see how far... I'm just going to drop. So let's see how far this goes. I wish those particles would have just whacked him. That would have been really cool. But no, I'm just gonna have to knock you old school. Okay, well, let's show how this works. Yeah, that went straight up. Just vines straight up. And really up. See, before I had a ceiling I had to worry about. How far up does this go? Does it really just keep going straight up until it finds, like, a ceiling to stop it? Yeah, I'm past the clouds already. Bye, clouds. Still going. Really? Really, Wand? You know, this may actually be incredibly powerful when you really think about it. I mean, this is the ultimate instant ladder. I'm still talking here. Oh, finally. I was gonna say, I have time for a tremendous conversation. I cannot see the ground from the point where the vines end. Apparently there's no real practical limit. It just goes up to the build height. I mean, wow. That was intense. I just could not get past that point. But that is the Wand of Climbing. Now we have the Wand of Webbing. Now this is interesting because its key ingredient is slime balls, and what it does is it makes cobweb. And this is good for, like, if you needed to capture a creature, because just... It makes a spider sound every time it does it too, for some reason. Well, the reason would be because cobwebs are related to spiders. But these are just normal cobwebs, so you could use this as an interesting source of cobweb... lips, that always happens to me. Cobweb and string. So you could really use that. I mean, if you need a little extra string for something, there you go. Need some actual cobweb? There you go. And you can also see these are just actual vines that have the same growth because it's growing around. They've been known to do that. So this Minecraft vine for you. But yeah, this is very good. Also in combat, could you imagine slowing down an opponent that is following you and just saying, nope. It's like, you're not following me, bye. Now, in terms of combat, there's also the Wand of Magic Missiles. This thing is definitely great if you're a fan of D&D. Magic missiles? Thanks for the convenience, squid. I can see it deals about 8 damage each time. Goodbye. And that is rapid fire. Just hold and Gatling. And no, it's not just because I'm in creative. It's been known to do that in survival too. The problem is if you hold it too long, you kind of burn through it. So you got to be careful about that. I mean, it's only got 64 shots, so use it when you really need to. Now we have the Wand of Illusion. This one... Oh wait, did I show the recipe for the Wand of Magic Missiles? I don't think I did. It's golden swords. Yeah, I don't remember showing that off. Sorry. But golden swords, which is kind of odd because you'd think it'd be arrows, but it's not. Now, this is a weird ingredient, fermented spider eye. I mean, it has a magical effect, and I guess you can see that relates with how potions work, but it's not quite the same. In fact, I'm kind of curious, how does this work with a shulker? He goes off because it no longer counts as a block. It can't do partial blocks. Can't do those. So that's already considered unnamed. But see how the texture's a little bit different? That's because it's not a real block. Now, for most reasons, creatures will pathfind as if they think it's a block. So you can use this to make really quick pit traps. And that can be really, really useful. Also, you could obviously use this to troll people in the game if you were into trolling people in the game, just saying, so, you know. It's just one of those things that might theoretically come up. Good, yay, Wand of Illusion. However, you do mind that sometimes its texture, if it uses a block with multiple textures, won't exactly match, like that grass block just did. But some things look just the same, like sand, cobblestone, blocks of quartz. Basically, if it has an alternate texture, you might want to be careful. And apparently it does not affect partial blocks, so only works on full blocks, so notice that. Here's an interesting one, the Wand of Tunneling. This thing is powerful, which is why it uses diamond pickaxes. So this, if you're wondering why this thing is so expensive, there is a really big reason. This thing will rip through the regolith. And by that I mean, you know, just, you know, the general minerals around the world. So, yeah. Oh, I did that in just a couple clicks. I was trying to do one click. Yeah, that's just a casual click. You don't even have to hold it. This thing just rips through things like crazy. I mean, look at all these blocks. There's just tons of blocks lying around. This may actually be about as powerful as that thing I was using to tunnel with Project E. I mean, seriously, this is incredible, and I think it's actually more instant. I mean, how do you get more instant than explosion suddenly giving you? Well, to be perfectly fair, it doesn't like instantly give you the stuff; it just drops it. And yes, it does ores. So yeah, iron ore, right there. Just iron ore. Sorry about going into the dark area. But, yeah, iron ore does work very well. On the other hand, I don't know how far up it goes. So, again, I might do a quick test. Can it do... that shulker is complaining that I haven't got his attention, so I may have to give him some. But yeah, I will delete these blocks very quickly, except possibly the iron. And I will go to trying to do a test real quick about diamond and obsidian. So let's do a little bit of diamond and obsidian again, just to see how much this mines. The other one was proven to mine as if it had an iron, a level of iron, meaning you could harvest iron pretty well, but didn't seem to deal with harvesting diamond. So I'm going to see if this will get past it, because this does use diamond pickaxes, so I'm assuming it might be able to be stronger. Wow! Okay, that is insane. That is just insane. It just harvested that like it was nothing. If you want to just smash obsidian, here's your tool. I mean, gosh. I mean, really? Really? I mean, that is utterly insane. And that was the one I had to place. But still, I harvested. Now, it doesn't act like it has fortune or anything, obviously, because that was a set of 9 of them, and I got 9 diamonds from. So just saying. Now, this is the most unusual one, and I'm kind of reluctant to hit this button, because I've been testing it out, and it's kind of weird. This is the Wand of Railroads. Now, I've had weird luck with this thing. Yeah. Okay. Going around the railroad. Okay. I'm trying to do this with actual thought as to how I'm doing this right now, because the last time I was just testing it out and had no idea what this thing was doing. But now I think I understand it. The Wand of Railroads, it has a lot of durability, and you can see why. It's making this path. You need powered rail, which, as you probably know from vanilla, requires gold in a decent amount. So you're probably going to be considering this a rich investment. Okay, let me do this little path. It's like build a rail. Can I go to the end of? Oh no, I'm running out of. I'm running out of a bridge right now because it didn't quite fully reach. But if I extend the bridge, I should be able to see if this can do slopes. I'm wondering that. Can it do slopes? It looks like it will. Okay. Let me very, very carefully move to the other object that I was going to show here. And that's just the average minecart, because this thing has made this minecart path as like, really, you don't quite connect to that fully? Well, either way, this uses what I like to call phantom rail, because it doesn't even register the rail, even as unnamed. Look at this. It says nothing. Now, you could push. There, I got it going a little bit. Okay, now you push. Now those things with the arrows, they act like booster tracks. So they give it an extra shot. So basically you can build yourself a railroad as you're walking with this wand. Now, note that I did not, like, hold it in terms of, like, trying to charge it. It's just whenever you hold it. So this one might be a little work in progress, because that seems a little tricky to use, is just doing it as you walk. Because as soon as you hold it, you start making rail right where you are. So that could be a little problematic. Now, as I said also, there are some things related to armor with this mod. Or at least there used to be. Maybe he just really recreated the wands? That would be a little weird. Because I know under... Oh, wait. No, it has the wizarding robes in their own sections. I remember now. It's been a while. Well, not too long, but it has been a while. But yeah, all of these are made in a very similar fashion. They're made with some corresponding wool, like the black set, etc. And since I'm done with this part, I can toss a few things away and just show what one of them looks like. Because this is the black wizard set. Now you, as you may have quickly seen, you can recolor them if you wish. So if you have one set, you can just switch off to the others. So you're just going to rearrange that. Now, let me see if this still has that same issue that it used to have in Solitaire Craft. Maybe I should have chosen another set. Okay, back in Solitaire Craft, for some odd reason, I found out that whenever I was trying to arrange these on my wall, it always seemed to be where it didn't get black right, so I guess I was just really hopeful. So let's try red real quick. I'm not going to show them all off. I'm just trying to see if one of these has the model working correctly, because it should be where the hood goes over your head. Yes, that's what I was trying to go for. The hood goes over your head on a proper set. And it kind of, you know, like nice wizard robes. So yeah, that's cool. Now, these don't really give you that many armor bars, which I will show very quickly. Let me wait for the message to clear. Hello, message. There should be a code just for clearing messages, or at least I think there's not. But there could be, and I could be forgetting it. But see, it only gives you 2 chest plates worth of armor in terms of your armor bars there. So it does not really give you that much. But there is a very special one that I think I do have time to show off. Now, it also doesn't really give you much armor, but the purpose of them is kind of insane. Okay, let me scroll down here. Now, this is just a nice top hat. It just is... It's just nice. It just looks very stylish. I probably just do that anyhow. You have the witch's hat and the wizard's hat as well, and these are very special. The wizard's hat is blue wool in a gas tier. The witch's hat is black wool in a gas tier. This is just a piece of leather and a black wool, and it just mainly looks nice on your head. See? I have a stylish top hat. But there is something... In fact, I don't even think that gives you an armor bar. These don't either, but they both have the same effect. So, because it shows up better, I'm going to be wearing the wizard hat. And it also has little stars and stuff on. That is a really cool model when you really think about it. You know, let me switch these out for a second. Yeah, that's just black. I gotta admit, I've been a dimensional witch for a while, but I do like the wizard hat better. Okay, now what this does is very special. You may note that I don't have any special effects on me right now, right? Well, what this does is whenever I use any kind of potion, it has a very, very special effect. Let's see here. Where's that new one? The Potion of Luck. Okay, down the hatch. Okay, notice that? Check this out. Whenever you use one of the witch hats or the wizard hats, you gain that effect basically indefinitely. And to make it even more interesting, I'll take that out and see how it says luck on it. That's the potion effect. It's absorbed. It actually tracks with it. Yeah, I think you have to craft a whole new hat to get one with a different effect. Like, I don't think you can ever remove that from the hat. And as soon as I put it back on, there's luck again. So I'm officially lucky with this hat. It's a lucky hat. Yay! I have a lucky hat. Okay, so I have a lucky wizard's hat and a tremendously cool selection of magic wands. So I could certainly show that this has been a very cool mod in its own way. And it has so many useful things. I mean, just think of the possibilities. I just gave myself a lucky hat. How cool is that? Oh, could you imagine if you're... Now, there is one thing I almost forgot to mention about it. Unfortunately, it has a few rules. It only absorbs one potion effect at a time, and it's preferably the first one that it makes contact with. So this can include bad ones, so be careful. Another thing, once it absorbs the effect, it always makes it level 1 of the effect, although it is permanent. So if I were to give myself a Regeneration 2 potion, whenever I had one of these, it would just be Regeneration 1, but it would be forever. So I have a really cool hat, and it is lucky, but it will always be luck 1, no matter if they ever promote luck being possible for luck 2 or not in Minecraft. I don't know. I mean, they might make it craftable and all that, but right now, unfortunately, we can't make potions of luck, so this is just a theoretical situation. Mod for that? That would be cool. Oh well. Just a closing thought here. And maybe, just maybe, I should hold on to one of my favorite wands as I close out. So let me see here. Which one should I put in here? I mean, you gotta admit the lightning is cool. In fact, I still need to get rid of this guy while I'm at it, so. Didn't burn. Here you go. This is in 1.10, might add, because, you know, Forge hasn't went to 1.11 yet, so just know in the future that might be a great way to collect shulker shells for your nice new boxes they have. That's cool. I love those things too. That's just awesome. I love Ender Power. But yeah, lightning. Now I'm a lightning wizard. Okay. How do I look with this full set on? I just gotta... Yeah, this looks cool. Okay, now I feel like I'm done. So this is Glitch Reaper, and I'll be logging off. Hope to hear from you all soon. Bye for now.